substance which is formed during the reaction between two solutions, so that barium chloride plus sodium sulfate gives rise to barium sulfate plus sodium chloride. This is one type of chemical reaction only. This is only especially precipitation reaction. Why? Because precipitate will form here. So that is, the precipitate is barium sulfate only. This is very important. This is very important. Now I am taking that reaction on my hand. See, I will show you very clearly. So this is another beaker. I am taking. This is barium chloride solution. I am pouring here. So after barium chloride, and another solution also I prepared, that is sodium sulfate. This is sodium sulfate solution. I prepared sodium sulfate solution. Sodium sulfate solution by adding this. Now I am mixing. See clearly. This is transparent. Of course, barium chloride also somewhat transparent. After mixing these solutions, we got precipitate. See, white precipitate. If you remain undisturbed this beaker, finally the barium sulfate will get down and settled in the bottom of the flask. I will show after the completion of this class only, this lecture only I will show, don't worry. So this is the very important. So by mixing two solutions, we will get one solid substance. See, that solid substance will be now automatically, step by step, time to time, it will be settled in the bottom of the beaker. That is the formation of precipitate. That is the formation of a precipitate. See, once again I will demonstrate it. Listen carefully. This is the barium chloride solution. Suddenly, see, observe, by pouring, this is sodium sulfate solution. I am pouring now like this way. Suddenly changed. See, precipitate came. This is known as precipitate. This is known as precipitate. We will observe after some time. So, this is very important. Precipitate, how it will be formed during the reaction between two solutions. So that was observed in this reaction, that is barium chloride plus sodium sulfate gives rise to barium sulfate plus sodium chloride. This is the formation of a precipitate. If in any reaction, if suppose you observed a formation of precipitate, it is 100% chemical reaction. It is 100% chemical reaction. Second one is change in color. Change in color. Very important. Change in color. In some chemical reactions, suppose we are mixing two or more compounds, automatically by heating or by adding some other chemical compounds, the color will change. So this identification also represents formation of chemical reaction. That means chemical reaction happened in that case. So we can observe chemical reaction during the change in color. So for example, very important, lead nitrate reacts with potassium iodide, we can observe very important, potassium nitrate and lead iodide. We can observe potassium nitrate and lead iodide. That means lead nitrate plus potassium iodide gives rise to potassium nitrate plus lead iodide. This is very, very important. Up to here, just copy it. Very, very important. I will demonstrate this reaction also. How the color will change. Very, very important. We will observe. First, you write all the matter on the blackboard. Okay, see, and I already prepared. This is, say, lead nitrate chemical. This is also kept in a plastic container only. Okay, and in the meanwhile, potassium iodide. This is another chemical which are using in this reaction. Lead nitrate plus potassium iodide gives rise to potassium nitrate and lead iodide. So in this reaction, generally what happen? Color will change. See, this is a potassium iodide solution. Very clear, transparent solution. See, very clear, transparent solution. And this is lead nitrate solution. By adding these two chemicals, we can observe the change in color. See how it will be. All of you see? See, change. Color change happen. This is very, very important. Color change. We can observe the color. What is the color of this solution now? Now yellow color. So before that, potassium iodide is transparent. But this is, of course, is not transparent. This is a lead nitrate only. By pouring lead nitrate into the potassium iodide solution, suddenly the color changed. The transparent to yellow color came. That yellow color, due to the formation, that yellow color is formed due to the formation of lead iodide. This is due to the formation of lead iodide. This is very, very important. By observation. So just a simple observation only. Yellow color is formed. Why? Because due to the formation of lead iodide. So lead iodide is in the color of yellow only. So that if you observe these two solutions previously, see what I already prepared one solution. One reaction I started, that one barium chloride reacts with sodium sulfate, gives barium sulfate. See this white powder type precipitate formed. That precipitate is known as barium sulfate precipitate. During the reaction between barium chloride and sodium sulfate, white precipitate of barium sulfate formed on the bottom of the beaker. Of course, it is almost all settled. After some time, if you see, I will show in the next lecture 2 also, like lecture number 2 also, I can show this complete settlement of that particles down the beaker. I will show. So very, very important. So this is the another reaction we started, that is lead nitrate reacts with potassium iodide, gives potassium nitrate plus lead iodide. Due to the formation of lead iodide, so it is in yellow color, so the color is changed. So everything observed. These are the very important characteristics of chemical reaction. So many characteristics are. Suppose I just introduced some available reactions here. I demonstrated. Next thing is evaluation of gas. Next characteristic of chemical reaction is evaluation of gas. That is third one. Evaluation of gas. Very important. Evaluation of gas. In some chemical reactions, some amount of gas liberated. If any liberation of gas observed, we can conclude that that process is a chemical reaction. That operation is a chemical reaction. Very important. Very important. See what I am telling. If calcium carbonate dissolve in water, calcium carbonate dissolve in water, we can observe evaluation of carbon dioxide gas. You can also take demonstration regarding this equation, but just you listen. This calcium carbonate, if you dissolve calcium carbonate directly, why? Because calcium carbonate means CO3 minus 2. Wherever carbonate is there, there must be evaluation of gas during the reaction. Very important. So carbon dioxide gas will come. So this is the best example for evaluation of gas. If you observe the evaluation of gas in any process, that process is 100% chemical reaction. And one more thing, change in temperature or heat. That is another important property. Change in temperature. Change in heat. Change in heat. Example, otherwise change in heat or change in temperature, you can write temperature, change in temperature. We can observe change in temperature. Change in temperature is nothing but in some chemical reactions we can observe change in temperature. In some chemical reactions we can observe change in temperature. That means, suppose I am giving best example here. Calcium oxide is there, powder only. If you dissolve calcium oxide powder in water, automatically the heat will liberate during the formation of calcium hydroxide. If you touch that beaker, we feel hot. That means evaluation of heat will be occurs in that particular process. Such type of process or reactions are known as exothermic reactions. If you are dissolve any calcium oxide, that is only powder form only. If you dissolve in that calcium oxide powder form, it is only by touching only we can observe this type of reaction. That's why I could not take a demonstration here. Whatever it may be, you must understand. Change in temperature also, otherwise evaluation of heat or absorption of heat also we can observe, we can say that that process is chemical reaction. But the best example is by dissolving calcium oxide into water to form calcium hydroxide along with heat. Suppose if you take one beaker, that fancy. Suppose if you take one beaker, add some amount of water. This is water only. This is water only. If you add some amount of calcium oxide powder, then automatically it will convert into calcium hydroxide. That means CaOH twice. During the formation of calcium hydroxide, if you touch the beaker, we feel very hot. That means some amount of heat will be liberated in this reaction. So, if you observe any change in temperature during the reaction, that reaction is absolutely chemical reaction. If any chemical reaction, heat evolved or heat absorbed means automatically heat evolved, especially in that condition, change in temperature means heat evolved, then the chemical reaction is known as, chemical reaction. Very, very important. By dissolving calcium oxide into water to form calcium hydroxide along with some amount of heat, we will feel by touching this beaker very hot. Very, very important. So, whatever it may be, we discussed so many things in this lecture number 1, only fundamentals only. What I am telling, once I will recapitulate all the things we are discussed here. Chemical reactions and equations, this is the lesson only. Chemical reaction, very, very important definition. Chemical reaction is a process in which new chemical substances formed during the reaction between two or more compounds. So, this is known as chemical reaction, and chemical equation is a shorthand representation of chemical reaction by using symbols, and chemical formula is known as chemical equations. In this, generally chemical equations will be written in the 3 types. One is word format of reaction, skeletal form of a reaction, and balanced reaction. So, after that we are discussing characteristics of chemical reactions. Characteristics of chemical reaction, like formation of precipitate, evolution of gas, change in temperature, and so many things we discussed. So first you write all this matter, and very good luck for you. And in lecture 2 we will discuss about the balancing chemical reactions. Thank you very much.